Well, I'm sure it's not new news to you, but as of last night, Donald Trump was by the kangaroo court over in Manhattan by a far left judge in a far left city. This thing was rigged from the get-go. And those of us with half a brain knew it was rigged from the get-go, but we kind of had some hope that there was at least one juror out there that might have been able to have a little bit of a conscience or, you know, some morals or something behind that, hey, this is America. It is not okay to try a man who is not guilty of a crime. And from everything that came out, every single thing, every witness that went up there, all the evidence that came out, not to mention that this was way outside of the statute of limitations, way outside of the statute of limitations. These jurors, and I posted this on Twitter, I think earlier this morning or last night, I can't remember, but I would not doubt it if this is going to be like the OJ case where a few years down the road, who knows how many years, these jurors come out and be like, listen, I mean, Trump, honestly, I thought he was innocent and he wasn't really guilty of any of these charges. I just knew this is the best thing for the country is that we needed to convict this guy. I would not be surprised at all if that did end up coming out. Maybe the jurors just didn't want, I mean, you live in a super blue city. Maybe they didn't want to be judged by their friends. Maybe they didn't want to be, you know, chastised or anything like that as they're walking down the streets. They're like, oh, you're the one who said that Trump was innocent. How could you? You had an opportunity to save this country from this far right dictator. It blows my mind that this is actually what came down. But at the same time, I mean, are we really surprised? Like I said, I mean, far blue, far left, it was all rigged in order for this to happen, you know? And it's like, yes, Biden did have something to do with this. Did you not see Matthew Colangelo standing behind Alvin Bragg? He had a top position at the DOJ under Biden. You think that he just randomly decided to leave and work with a Manhattan DA? That's ridiculous. Yes, Biden does have his hands on this. This is all election interference. That is exactly what is going on. This is an unprecedented attack on a former president. The Dems are doing everything they can to either keep Trump out of office or are they trying to put him in office? Are they trying to get Trump to win this November? I'm kind of out of it today. I'm not going to lie. Like, after all this went down yesterday, it blew my mind that this is where the country's at, that This is fascism right here, guys. Real quick, guys, I will get back into this conversation, but first things first, if you do love this content or if you do want to follow along, kind of see what I ramble about in any future events to come, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, maybe give me a thumbs up, notification bell, that way you're notified every single time that I put out a new video. Let's get back to this topic right now. And it makes me wonder because of the reaction from it. I mean, Donald Trump, I think he said, what was it, $39 million raised in 10 hours after this from small donors. This just shows that they have potentially elected Trump this 2024. People are pissed off. And the question about that is, do the Democrats, is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to get Trump elected this November to potentially, you know, create chaos? Because we know that if Trump is elected come this November, they are taking to the streets. There is going to be violence in the streets from the Democrats, from the so-called anti-fascists out there, from all these pro-Palestinian protesters. They're all going to come together, and there is going to be protests in the streets if Trump wins. Is that what they want? Is that what the Democrats are shooting for, is to create this chaos? And then during his presidency, I think that they really want to take either mainly just the House or the House. The Senate's going to be hard for them to take because this is going to be a really good year for a lot of Republicans to pick up seats in the Senate and really take over the Senate. But are they planning on taking over the House? And in that way, they could just turn 4 years of a Trump presidency into just chaos and just constant impeachment after impeachment, constant stalling of what he can do in regards to the border and in regards to bringing the economy back, doing everything they can to stall him on that. I don't know. It blows my mind that this is where we're at. And so we were hanging out with some friends last night. It was my wife and I's 11th anniversary. And a lot of people don't really know what's going on. And it's like the friends that we were hanging out with, you know, they're obviously like-minded like myself. And I just told them, I was like, guys, Trump, I mean, he was just convicted. I mean, they found him guilty. And they didn't really know. They're like, guilty of what? They didn't really know what's going on. And I feel like that's where a lot of Americans are really at right now, where they don't know what's going on. A big reason, though, that I think that this solidified Trump winning this November is they woke his base like no other. And those donations, I mean, I don't even know what it was to the super PACs, but to just Donald Trump, the $34 to $39 million, now they have woken up this base, and that base is going to speak. That is a big reason why I started this channel. I know this channel is so small. I really don't talk to many of you whatsoever. I think my best video has like 2,100 views or something like that. Nothing crazy, but the main reason I started this is to reach out to people as a normal person. You know, it's like, I feel like, and something that I feel like there's a disconnection for all those the people way up there, you know, like Glenn Beck's, Dan Bongino's. I know they do a great job at what they're doing, but at the same time, I still feel like there's a disconnect between them and just normal, everyday Americans. And that's really why I want to start this channel, so I can't talk to you guys in that way. You know, I'm not a professional when it comes to politics, but just sharing my thoughts and ideas with you guys and really trying to get some stuff churning, even with Democrats. I am more than open with talking with Democrats whenever I can and really getting the back and forth. Now, you got your Democrats and your far leftists. There's actually, so the area that I am in right now, there's a guy literally probably like 5 blocks from me who has this huge progressive YouTube channel, and I had a connection to get me to sit down with him and kind of talk to him about creating this channel and stuff like that. And then I started watching his channel and I was like, there's no way I'm talking to this guy. This guy is so far out there, and a lot of the claims that he makes are so ridiculous. He has such a hatred for Republicans and all the like that it's just like, there's no way I'm gonna sit down with this guy. Those far leftists that you can't sit down with, all they want to do is sit there and just demean your personality or sit there and tell you you're stupid or you're a bigot or you're a racist, you know? And so I really want to make this channel so that I can talk to normal everyday people who, you know what, politics isn't something that you probably listen to every day. Maybe you do just want to sit down and hear a quick brief update of what's going on, or hear what other people are thinking about what is going on. Because guys, this is, everyone says every single year, they say this is the most important election of our lifetime, and this is it. We have never seen the weaponization of government in this way as we have seen by the Biden administration. This is election interference. Every single time, all you Dems out there claim that Trump's going to be this dictator, that he's going to weaponize the DOJ and stuff. This is all stuff that Biden is currently doing right now. You cannot sit here and point the finger at Trump when Biden's doing it right now. Trump served 4 years. He didn't do that at all. But you're claiming he's going to do it in the next 4 years. Just sit down and shut up. You guys sound ridiculous when you sit there and make these stupid, baseless claims. I know all you're trying to do is create all this fear porn for anyone out there who's undecided, and maybe some of the independents, moderates. You're just trying to scare them that Trump's going to be the scary man. The good thing is, everything was pretty awesome leading up to the pandemic during Trump. So I think that will overcome. With this trial last night, they have just hyper motivated this base to get the message out, to go out and volunteer, to donate. And I think there's a lot of independents out there who see this for the scam that it is, to see this for the election interference that it is. And I think this is it. I think this is what pushed them across the line. The biggest question is this what Democrats want? Or are they truly just trying to attack him? I don't know. We'll find out, because it goes back, what is it, July 11th? We'll find out whether the Merchan really does throw him in prison or not. I don't know, because it's like 3 days before the convention. You know that time, and there's something strategic in that. There's a reason that they did it 3 days before the Republican convention. So I don't know. We'll find out what happens with that. But I think this was it. I think this is what pushed Trump over the line come this November. I think he's going to get elected, and hopefully he can't clean this shit up, and that the Democrats don't burn this place to the ground before and then after he gets there. So this video is definitely a little off from what I usually do. I didn't have any B-roll. I didn't really have any. I feel like I needed to talk, because I just trying to put this all together in my brain. It just, a lot of it doesn't make so much sense. But I appreciate those of you who do follow. I do appreciate it. I really do. Like I said, I like getting my voice out there. I like talking to people. I like doing it on video. I did it before in real estate, and now politics is something that I'm also super fascinated with, and I love to talk about and get my ideas out about. So thank you guys so much. It really does mean so much that you do follow along. I don't know. Maybe this channel might be small forever, or it might grow. I really don't know. But I mean, please help me out by, give me a like or subscribe, any of those things. I'll follow along, and I greatly appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one.